Yo. Before we get the show kicked off, if you are watching this right now, like, share, comment, you know what I'm saying? Interact with us, you know what I'm saying? We do the Facebook live stream because it's kind of like it's our way of broadcasting to where y'all can interact with us. And
right when you said that, people started sharing it, so.
Know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's
appreciate y'all.
That's love, man.
Appreciate y'all, you know what I'm saying?
That's all love.
That's it.
So we here, man. Hey, what's good, y'all? It's your boy, Mark the Protege. We are live here with another episode of the Overthinkers podcast.
The OT.
Hashtag the OT. Where we got to ask ourselves, do we think too much about it or not enough about it? I am here with my co-host.
DJ Mo CD. We back. We here.
And as usual, the best sound man in the game, the guy that got the crispiest sound in the game. My bad, we took a big ass shot before we started this.
That shit wasn't a shot. That was a
starknova. That was a starknova shot.
Drink.
That was a starknova shot. So my words are a little slurish. But yeah, man, he has the crispiest sound in the game. And Carlos, I want to shout you out real quick because I am not going to say no names, but I have heard other podcasts from artists that have a big notoriety. And you would think that they have the money to be able to put the right sound together and everything for their shows and shit and have everything right. But literally, bro, our sound on our shit is better than certain platforms.
It's I appreciate that. What's one of the things that me and Gabe looked for when we bought these microphones, especially, was other people's quality and how we can match it, or exceed it. And two, I thought you were about to shout me out because I had a birthday last week, but it's all good.
Happy birthday! Happy late birthday!
I was actually getting ready to say that. I was going.
My guy Mo got me, bro.
Yeah,
happy late birthday to Carlos, man.
That's right. 21. I can finally drink.
21.
Oh, okay, yeah. We're going to say 21, yeah.
Hell yeah.
21. Fresh 21 for Carlos. Hey, y'all leave a happy birthday to Carlos in the comment section.
HBD to our sound man.
Or at Habs, like, have a great birthday.
Habs.
You know how, like, Habs, in the yearbooks, they used to write, have a great summer at Hags.
Hey, shout out to my nigga Khalil Jamal tonight, man. He was supposed to be here tonight, but...
Hey, shout out to Khalil, man.
You were on top.
What's crazy is that Khalil watches every episode, but he couldn't be at this episode, man. And I understand though. And I understand. I understand them car issues are a bitch, man. You know what I'm saying? I dealt with it. I've had my fair share of it's funny because I've had my fair share of car issues until I said, you know what? I'm gonna stop with I had the Cadillac, then I had the Impala before. You know what I'm saying? I was looking good. But then now I don't pay for no repairs or nothing. Now that I have the Toyota Corolla the 2016 Toyota Corolla, and get this.
Yeah, you can't.
And it's like, even though technically I'm not riding slab no more and everything, I've saved so much money.
You can't go wrong
by just saying, you know what?
Can't go wrong with nothing that works.
I had a Taurus
exactly.
before. Y'all know my Ford Taurus, man. That stuff has so many problems with it. I used to have
Talk to the mic.
My bad. I had on my old Ford Taurus, I had a leak on the top and I had a leak on the bottom. I remember one time.
Wait. How do you get a leak on the top of your car?
Listen, I had a hole on the top. So when we were raining, it'd be fucking.
And I'm like, bro, I'm about to hop in the back seat because I'm getting wet. Like, what? This is not a ride,
bro. And then there was a hole on the bottom. So say it's raining really bad, you got a leak coming down. You got water shooting from the bottom. Then the AC don't work. So when it gets foggy in there, you gotta turn the heat on. So now you just hot as fuck.
Get a shirt.
Oh
now
my God.
Now you're right. Now you're riding that Ford Mustang.
But them Tauruses got a little kick behind them too.
Hey, they did have a kick.
Yeah, the Taurus got some kick behind it.
Transmission. Every time you pull up to a red light.
Shout out to the cars that got us through our grinds. You know what I'm saying? All of them. Hold on. I gotta introduce y'all. My bad. Man, hold on. This is gonna be a great podcast because
shout out to the cars that got us.
When we don't have,
everybody has that first car, but it's their cars or whatever.
Yeah, man. I know we're gonna have a great pod because when we just literally go past the intro and just say fuck the intro, I already know this is gonna be a great pod.
I forgot.
So today's guest, which we probably should have got right on, but so today, man, we got some super dope individuals in the building, man. We got a dope Houston creative collective, and the reason why I say creative collective is because they do so many different things in the city. You know what I'm saying? Music.
Facts.
Curate events.
Hey, so what are the comments? My boy Akbar Roy said, shout out to the Corollas.
For real. Shout out to Toyota's a good ass fucking.
Hey, they are.
For real.
Hondas.
Yeah, they
Chevy. My very first car was a 1976 Malibu Classic.
And I bet it lasted you for a long
did.
time.
You remember?
I'm driving right now is a Chevy Malibu.
Yeah. That motherfucker gave me problems.
Oh, no, the Malibus, they stay working.
No, it was
they
good.
They got electrical problems. I'll say that right now. Man.
Shout out to the guy sold that too for $1,200.
Hey, shout out. Yo, so
anyway,
we're
to
with
the guests.
When it comes to music, when it comes to curating events, and I'm talking about these are some dope ass events that I've been to, and I've been able to be a part of. You know what I'm saying? And on top of that, the merch, you know what I'm saying? The starknova shirts that y'all see on the table. If y'all are watching this right now on YouTube, y'all be able to see this. If you're listening on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and everywhere else, come check it out on YouTube or follow them on Instagram as well. And y'all will be able to check all the merch out. You know what I'm saying?
Starknova.net too.
Starknova.net, y'all can be able to see all that.
Yes.
You know, they have their hands in so many things.
So many.
You know, we got the Houston Creative Collective in the building, Starknova.
Hey.
You know what I'm saying? Today we got Kid Nova in the building. Jay Rojas in the building.
Hey.
Key to Win in the building.
What's good, y'all?
Yeah, man. And Khalil couldn't be here, but Khalil shout out to Khalil, man. Khalil Jamal. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Khalil, you know what I'm saying, coming out of Killeen, Texas, man. Khalil, thank you very much, man. You big supporter of ours. We wish you were here, man, but we understand.
Blessings.
Just come to a show, you'll see him. If you come to like the next Starknova event we'll talk about on this podcast, like you'll see him. He moves the crowd every single time he gets up there.
He really stays working.
He stay on his grind. It's just that he
Talking to Mike. Oh, keep banging up. Yeah, you good. But yeah, man, so we here. How y'all feeling?
I'm feeling good, man.
Yeah, I bet you is with these half a drink shots.
And everything else, but I am
Everybody
feeling
really
really
good.
good.
My shots,
Just in general, though, too.
Yeah, man.
We're feeling great, man. We live, and this is an amazing moment to be here, bro. The Starknova shots, man. Y'all got to be super careful, man. We've been doing that shit for a while now.
They used to be named after me, but then I changed it. I don't want to say my name because I told you I'm trying to not have my
Gotcha. If I accidentally call you James, you know what I'm saying? My bad.
But no, it's cool because
Name's Bailey.
I mean, my name's already out there. It's not that hard
James
to not find me.
Y'all was putting this whole fucking idea.
Social security,
Right?
Well, no, it's cool. I'm just trying to stay away from because I've always put my name out there. I'm just like, maybe I shouldn't do that and just go. I don't really want to be. I don't want people to know who I am.
Yo, I didn't even know for the.
Don't move the mic farther. Move it closer. Yeah. It's a little closer.
A little closer.
Y'all gonna be talking to me all night about this. I'm sorry.
No,
everybody.
you're good.
No, you're good.
Boom.
You're good, man.
It's
You're
all
good,
bro.
Boom.
No professionalism here. But I will say this, man. Okay, so speaking on Kid Nova, it's interesting that we start with that, man. Yo, what's funny is that I never followed you back for the longest because I didn't know who the fuck was Kid Nova was. I didn't, and then your picture didn't show me anything.
Yeah, my picture's me. Which one are you talking about?
I think it's like a selfie picture of you in the mirror or some shit.
Yeah, from when I was like 15.
And I never cared to see who that person was that was liking my shit. So I've only followed the Starknova page, but not the Kid Nova page.
Yeah.
So finally I put two and two together. I think you had messaged me from your personal account.
Page, yeah.
I was like, oh shit, and I finally followed you back,
yeah,
man.
I'm barely on that page ever. Like I'm usually on my Starknova account, and then like every once in a while, like I'll message somebody from there. Like that's how I like to keep it. Like if you see like Starknova has like thousands of like followers, whatever. But my page, like, it has like 200 people that follow me. I try not to have
right now. Follow at Starknova on Instagram too.
Thank you.
Hell yeah,
forgetting to do that.
Yeah.
And hit that link in the bio and buy
Doing
some
them
merch.
plugs. He doing them plugs already.
That's why I have to
right.
keep it with me because I'll be forgetting shit. But yeah, thank you. Please
Get
follow
yourself right.
Starknova. But yeah, like I just don't like to have it connect like that. Like I said, like I'm not for this. Like with Starknova, I'm in it to more help support people, help build this kind of like this. Almost like a economy of like art for creators, for artists to come into this and like be able to enter into this one way, like maybe on like a lower level and come out on a higher level. And I want this is like my baby that I'm trying to have grow and move into every aspect. Like you were saying, like we have our hands in a lot of different pots basically as far as like music, events. We're trying to do with there's another thing that we have going on called Starknova TV that I was kind of telling you about.
And I'll say too, like different parts of like even just it doesn't necessarily have to be like just hip hop too. It could be like any genre.
Oh yeah,
definitely
like
multi-genre.
Starknova pretty much is like supports the creative like artists in general. Like,
yeah.
you know. Like,
Basically like every genre, just as creative and as multiverse as we can possibly be.
Just being that outlet.
Being an outlet for people to come in and just like, you know, just
what made you give a fuck to do that though?
Yeah.
The reason why I say that is because like, you know, I'm pretty sure like, you know, like this probably stems back from like high school or some shit, right? Like
it does.
We did. We started out. We all know each other from.
So y'all
high school.
went to high school. Oh, okay.
We
cool,
didn't.
cool.
Well, he didn't go to the same. We met him in high school through mutual friends, but we didn't go to the same high school as him.
Gotcha.
But me and him went to the same.
Conroe High School.
He went to
Conroe.
Conroe High School.
Okay.
Into the mic.
Before I moved there,
Into the mic.
I went to Klein
There you
Intermediate.
go.
I went to Klein Intermediate. And then after Klein Intermediate, that's when I like lived like in Conroe, Cut and Shoe, Texas for like a span till my sophomore year, and then I came back here, and then I went to Klein High School, and then mutual friends, like that's how we
how we all
Most
connected.
definitely.
And then like me and Keelan, we knew each other just from Klein all the way. We had already been there for a while.
Yeah, man. The story is super real, and
Get
high
into it.
school was like the stomping grounds. But when James came to Klein High School, that's where we all met. Like probably like junior year, so that was maybe.
No, that was way before.
That was
when,
even before,
when we started. When we started, it was 2011, 2012 with the brand. Yeah, it was like that was we had the idea in 2010. 2011, we made like our first like 10 shirts and was like, okay, we're gonna do.
And this is all high school, right?
Yeah, this is all high school.
So in 2010, y'all were rolling as a collective, kind of without a name or whatever.
Yeah, we were just like a group of
rolling as
friends,
collective
basically.
Before we even knew it was gonna be a collective.
Into the mic.
You know, like we're rolling.
Yeah, basically what you said. We were running as a collective before we knew we were going to be a collective. Just basically, just like they did music. I don't rap, but for a very small period of time I tried to rap.
Yeah,
It'd be like that.
Yeah.
It sucked, man. We ain't got
Put your rapper name on the table.
We don't have a cool.
What was
high
your rapper
school
name?
Story.
I didn't have it. I think I just always went by Kid Nova as far as I can remember.
Kid Nova.
You remember the bars he spit?
I remember I did a song.
It's okay if they're bad because technically you're not a rapper. So
Nah,
do you remember the bars?
I tell people I retired.
This nigga spit one bar and was done. No, man, but the story does go back to high school. Like I said, when I met James, he came in from Cleveland, Ohio, and I'm from Houston, Texas, born and raised. So you know,
Shout out H.
Yeah.
You know, so when I linked up with the homie, he was definitely weird and different, but we connected. And then with the homie Jay Rojas
Fun
here,
fact, that
man,
was also almost the name of my brand. Weird, but I'll get to that later.
even
1,000.
Even more on some just grassroots shit. Me and this guy met at a house party we were throwing at a friend's place who didn't want us to throw it there, but we did the shit anyways.
Yeah.
Nah.
Jacob?
Yeah.
No, but I feel like we met way before that though.
We had to admit.
Like between me and your how me and you just like caught on to this relationship of just like it wasn't even just about friendship. It was more of just being like when we first met, it was like, oh yo, you rap, I rap too. And it just kind of formed from there, and then like it just like took its roots and just like grew into something that yeah.
Pretty much telling the story, bro. Like we was in the whip, smoked out or whatever the case, hotboxing freestyle session. And this kid's in the front seat, in the passenger seat, and I'm in the back.
Now
with the
look at
homie.
this now. That's the growth.
And we freestyling, busting some freestyles. I never met this kid before in my life.
Right.
But he's nice.
And this is a house party?
Yeah. So we take a little intermission, go smoke, whatever.
Yeah.
And the homie in there rapping, I'm like, all right, I do my thing. Because sometimes you come with a written, sometimes you don't.
Yeah.
It sounded like he was coming with written, so you're not around people that come with written
most
sometimes,
definitely.
on a freestyle session.
You could tell. Yeah.
That's just a flex if you.
Yeah.
So I peeped the flex, and I was like, let me match this nigga with a written. And after the session, I was like, yo, who is this kid? And ever since then,
boom.
man.
Went from there, and then like.
And then you introduced him to Kid.
Years down
Basically.
the road.
No.
I met it was actually weird because, and this actually happened through a lot of our friends. We met our friends first, and then was like, "Oh, you know him? Oh, okay, blah blah blah." Because like they had met, but I'd already knew him through other people that he actually knew too. Because it was just it's high school, everybody kind of knows each other if you
Gotcha.
go
So
a couple of degrees.
So y'all, so you and Key went to the same high school.
Yeah.
All right. But he got cool with Rojas from a house party. How did you get cool with Rojas to make all that happen?
From my friend Aaron at a different house party.
Mutual friends.
We just used to party all the time in high school. And
Rojas, you're a fucking party monster.
Yes.
Yeah,
basically.
I'll say this right now. Like, I mean,
Grab the other mic.
You said you're a party monster. I mean, I'm not a party monster. I'm sorry, Mom. I will say this though. I'm just a cool dude. I do what I do, and meeting them was definitely a blessing in my life because, like, how I turned on the music, like, how I turned on the music was like more of a situation that like it grew into what it grew into.
Yeah,
you know. And like I've been at it for a long time, you know. I don't want to be too much, but I'll say 10 days. It's been 10 years. I've been writing music for it.
Niggas got stories to tell.
I got stories to tell.
Can I ask you something?
What's up?
Because I know going off of your music that you've done so many.
Breaking news: Khalil says that Rojas is 1,000. Well, hold on, let me make sure. Oh, sorry, 10,000. Oh, that might be 100,000. Yeah, 100,000% a party monster.
Yo,
yeah, that's what I was about to take the mic to say that everybody
secret,
know. If you know Rojas, you already know he bullshitting right now. He's a party monster.
Hey,
he be in the cut.
Project
I got
no
every cut.
Yeah,
Every single cut, he is there.
Some would say he is the cut.
He is. Yeah.
Yo, what's crazy is that like I know the type of person Rojas was because just off the rip, like when I listen to your music and I go and listen to all the tracks that you've done, I hear a lot of remixes that you did to Drake tracks. You know what I'm saying? Like I think you did From Time and all these other things. Are you the type of person to get drunk and get in your feelings and start writing?
I mean,
because I hear the Drake remixes and
I mean, not necessarily.
Because I was
it's
that
okay.
guy. I have
it's okay.
I mean, not necessarily.
Music is an emotion.
I have so many Drake remixes.
I mean, if anything, like you know, you have your favorite artists that you look up to and stuff.
Right.
Like at the same time, when it comes down to it, and specifically when it comes to Drake, like you know, he definitely has an inspiration and part of impact in my life.
He's a legend.
It's the same as much as like Lil Wayne or like anybody that you look up to.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, any artist I feel like pulls inspiration from somebody from somewhere else.
Course.
All art
Exactly.
pulls from somewhere else. Like,
Exactly.
Just naturally. That's how you.
But back to the question though.
Go ahead.
Are you the type to get in, to drink?
I want to know.
And get in your feelings.
Do you get drunk and be
and write? You know what I'm saying?
When you say, am I the type to get drunk and get in my feelings?
And
write. Exactly.
And write.
Just expressing myself. How I look at it is like when I write, it's almost like. Me personally, I look at it as like a diary.
It's taking a long time to say yes.
Ain't it just saying, bro? Fine, bro.
But everybody has to have the outlook, outlet.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, most definitely. Definitely.
And that's my
my
outlet.
first mixtape and my first album.
Yeah.
Were a majority of the songs were done while I was intoxicated.
Yeah.
Or written while I was intoxicated.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like everybody has that outlet. Like I'm sitting there and I'm like, just.
I invented starknova when I was
in the
high.
moment.
That's dope, man.
I was.
You remember that night?
Smoking. I don't remember the night. It wasn't one consistent night. It was just like an overtime of smoking and just thinking about what I want to do.
What strand were you smoking that day?
I was in high school. I was smoking Reggie, bro. I don't know.
Hey, got the job.
This is the good old days, bro.
I was 15 and junior. I was smoking. I had a bunch of Reggie under my bed, bro.
Hold on. Hey, real quick.
No plants.
Real quick. I did have one issue with a guest one time when we were talking about drugs, and he had said, "My mom's listening, bro," and I ain't gonna say the name.
Hey, I was just about to say.
But before anything,
shout out to my homie's mom, man. That's Mama Bailey right there. Shout out. Are you probably watching, or you gonna see it?
She's
tomorrow?
not watching, but she definitely knows about the Reggie because she caught me.
Okay, so it's cool to talk about this, right?
Khalil wants everyone to know
My dad
that.
might see this.
Khalil wants everyone to know that mid's still selling.
No, it's not, Khalil. Stop.
No, it is. It's just out in the country.
Well, shit, we'll fix your car with it.
Maybe in Killeen, fam. You wildin'. Stop it.
Well, shit, get your car fixed with it.
Get it.
Come back over here.
Uber over here.
Back in the golden times.
Back in the golden time.
How much y'all think an Uber would cost from Killeen to get over here?
Stop.
100.
Yeah.
And
That'll cost a lot.
to Anahuac,
$100.
it was about $50.
Uber, but you had like horse.
I'm down to put $20. All of us could put like about $5-10 on an Uber to get Khalil over here.
It would not get it. It would not get it.
Hey, Khalil, I don't know you, bro, so I ain't putting in on that, but I support it.
I would put in his. I mean, I'm telling you, to get from Killeen to here, Uber, that's not going to be. If we all put in $10, that's not going to get him halfway.
That's love. That's love, though. He appreciate the thought. Trust me.
Yeah.
Hey, yo, but yo, I'm telling the story about how I met my bros. Even Khalil, the bro, man. The way I met Khalil was super organic and grassroots, bro. met homie at working up at 24 Hour Fitness over in Willowbrook, man.
You worked at a 24-hour fitness?
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
live.
Yeah.
That is dope.
I'm not gonna give y'all niggas too much of my job history because
Nah, go ahead.
the artist shit is separate from the life shit. But nah, me and Khalil, man, working at the 24, he was already there. But the homie, you know, it was his stomping grounds. Like he, you know what I mean, he had control of everything. You know what I mean, he was the man there.
Yeah.
And you know,
Like the man.
yeah, he's the man, bro. Like Khalil's the man. He's super dope dude, funny dude, humble as fuck, but like super like social butterfly.
Yeah.
And
That's dope.
Definitely.
But I'm the type of, I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's a Houston in me, bro, but I don't like people like when I first met Khalil, I ain't like Khalil.
Fun fact, I've noticed that the people that when you first meet, you don't like them at first, they end up being the people that you are coolest with the longest. I've noticed
Don't
that.
like.
Yo,
Like-
real quick, does anyone want to take a final guess on how much an Uber just to get to clean or whatever it would be?
150.
I'm gonna take
We
this
got
one right
150.
now. I'm gonna say
Whoever's closest without going over.
I'm gonna say about
Just say 151.
215.
215.
No, that's
150.
way too high.
No, too
Hold
late.
on.
You already said yours. Go, Bo.
195.
Okay, we got 195. We got 150. We
100.
got 100 flat.
$1, Bob.
$1 would be the wrong. Mark was the closest at at 150. But
Wait, but but he said 151.
I said 150.
well, no. That's not. He's the closest with 150. The actual retail price of the Uber ride here from Colleen is
I'm pretty sure 195.
$178.69.
Damn.
Woo! We still ain't got it. I'm sorry.
What do I win? Do I win a refill?
69. Yeah,
I'm
if
gonna
you
get
want
a
one.
refill. I wanted to be that asshole
Yeah,
that
I
bet
want a
$1 and
refill.
still won.
Not right.
Everybody
Yeah,
gets that
yeah.
guy. $1, Bob, and he wins. He's like, fuck you, dude.
Shout out my nigga
You didn't even
Khalil,
try.
man.
Yeah, man.
That's
shout
what's
out to
up.
Khalil,
That's what's up, man. I mean,
Hey, yo, shout out Khalil. Also, too, I will say, though, shout out Sean Dirty.
Yo,
Oh,
shout
yeah,
out Sean
the Cups,
Dirty.
man.
Hey.
Yo, you know, me and him way back. That's my brother. Hey, do your thing, homie.
Crown.
Yeah, that's OG.
Oh, the crown's dead? Oh, fuck.
Yeah, Sean Dirty.
I get
That's
that?
OG, man. Super supportive, always. Y'all check the homie out, man.
That's another
I
one
got a
of the
couple of
homies
these
in the
those
group, or
cups.
what?
Like, yeah.
oh, okay.
Yeah, Sean Dirty's the homie. Sean Dirty actually pulled up.
Sean, yeah.
Always show love.
Real quick. Let's shout out Sean Dirty real quick because here's something that was super cool. Oh, you're the greatest. Thank you. I need something. I need some type of brown.
Yeah, that's all I'm. Yo,
like
careful
this
of them
way more than
Starknova
a-
shots, man.
I'm not taking a
not,
Starknova
not,
shot.
not, yeah, that's
Hey,
your
real
shit.
quick,
That's
real
your shit. I'm
quick.
talking to everybody else in the room.
I don't
I'm
ever
straight.
want to
I'm
go up
good.
to James and tell him, hey, can you make me a drink? Because I know.
Don't ask me.
I got a cousin like that. She
You
make
know what
you
I'm
a
saying?
drink. You
I
gonna
got
be
I
fucked
got
up.
an actual bartender homie like that. Like he knows how to pour, but in his personal time, he pours like a hoe, bro.
I pour you drinks to make you not ask me to.
Hey,
pour you
real
another
quick,
shit.
real
Right.
quick. Sean Dirty shout out. Yo, Sean, if you listening.
We got some shit working with Sean too.
Yo,
You can look out for that.
here's the cool part about Sean, man. You remember when I did that It's All Love event?
Yes,
Sean pulled up.
I was there.
You remember?
I was
Into the
at
mic.
that.
Sean,
I was at the.
Sean
Yeah, that's
pulled
what I
up.
first mentioned.
Yeah, Sean
Or
pulled up.
Starknova,
So I
should
met
I
you
say.
too, yeah.
Yeah.
Sean
most
pulled
definitely.
up, and when he pulled up, he's not. He drove a distance, ain't it? I think he stays like somewhere on the north.
Yeah, I know he do. He
stays pretty
yeah,
far.
I was out in like Rojas.
He
I
stays
remember
over
that
there
was
by
far
Copperfield.
From
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I remember from me that was kind of far.
Bro, when he
And
showed up,
stayed
I
up
was like,
north more.
Sean Dirty. He's like, yeah, man. He was like, bro, I love when people do shit like this. I'm like,
Bro, Sean was support.
I'm
That's
like,
one thing
dog,
about
like,
Sean.
you a
He
real
will- he will
motherfucker,
pull
bro.
up.
That's the OG.
Sean has
I
pulled up a
swear.
couple of times on me at events that I did not expect him to pull up on me.
Yeah, I hate we didn't get a
Yeah,
chance to
yeah.
do it this year and do that this year.
Nah,
Yeah,
Sean.
so-
oh yeah, definitely.
I remember that one time we pulled up BFE.
That's what I was about to talk about when he got
We
his,
went to
he was
BFE,
performing for Paul
and
Wall.
they had the painted candy.
Bro, Paul Wall pulled
swings.
up and
Paul
he
Wall
got us into
pulled
that
up.
show. Oh, bro, that was so
DJ
funny.
Michael Watts.
I was about to say, was
Yeah.
that the show I was at? But nah, it was a different
I remember
video.
seeing your
Different
Snapchat, nigga. You had some nice ass fucking cars in the Snapchat.
Bro,
Fucking
we was like right by Paul. Like it was closest for Sean. Like that shit was legit as fuck, dude. That was a dope ass night.
Shout out BFE, man. I
Shout out
definitely I
BFE.
performed there.
Shout
a
out to
couple of
Northside.
times, man.
Yo, so to take it back to the beginnings of Starknova, what'd you call it? Was the first collab tape that y'all did, was it the Conquer EP?
No, that was Amish this summer.
Amish?
Amish
Oh,
this
shit.
summer.
Speak on
Amish
that,
this
man.
summer.
Speak about that time period.
So Amish this summer took us about a year or two to do. It started when we was all in that. We started that in high school as well, and that I still feel like it was the most creative that we've done for a music project, because if you listen to it, it has kind of like. If you go on our website, www.starknova.net, you can go through the music tabs and you can see that we have that whole project on there. But it was basically kind of like a narrative.
SoundCloud and shit.
And SoundCloud. It was basically like kind of like a storyline that we did, but it was supposed to be a music drop, a music compilation tape, mixtape, but also a beat tape. So if you listen to it, there's like a storyline going with it, verses and everything, but there's also drawn out parts of just like beat and music. So that way you can also, I wanted it to be so that way after you listen to it and you hear the verse, you can also like play it and just like freestyle it to it if you want to, or just have your own verse with it.
There's albums that used to do that back in the day.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was going for. I like to go
artists,
back to
artists do that all the time.
Yeah, they do it. Yeah, it's still a lot of people do that.
Like the side B's and shit.
The ones that aren't afraid of you rapping better than them over their own beats.
Exactly.
Yeah, they still do it.
So and
I think Wayne killed that though. I think artists stopped doing that when Wayne started doing it.
Yeah, because they was like, I don't want Wayne to hear this.
Hold on,
I ain't leaving shit. I don't want Wayne to hear this and be like, no.
Yo, if Wayne hopped on your beat, it's no longer your song.
I'm not leaving him a second of that. I'm robbing to the last.
And then fucking Joyner Lucas was the second coming to that. Taking everything.
Yeah.
But my bad, keep going.
No, it's cool. But that's what I'm trying to get back to, because like. Like I said, I don't rap. I don't do that. So I went towards the route of more music, of doing like instrumental guitar. I play guitar, and because of that and my background, I like to also a thing I used to do even before I met them. Before I even came,
acoustic, electric,
both.
Okay.
But
that's what he did. On
Amish Summer. If you listen to Amish Summer,
I listen to Amish Summer, actually you can hear some. Yeah,
that was back when I was playing really heavy more on my guitar.
Dope.
Yeah. But yeah, I have some tracks on. I even have like a solo on one of the songs and some other interludes and stuff. But I wanted to try and bring it back. I'm trying to bring it back to. I like what some artists are doing as far as like not all. You don't have to have lyrics for everything. I like some. I like how Tyler the Creator does a lot, where he'll have songs and then he'll have just like a one whole song.
And
that's
I was gonna
just
say.
fucking beat.
That's what I was gonna say.
Or
too,
even like the intro to fuck with Igor. You know what I'm saying? Where it's just Uzi just like singing, but it's just an instrumental.
Or even if you ever heard like a Flying Lotus album before, something like that.
Flying Lotus.
Yeah.
He actually introduced me to Flying Lotus.
It's actually like it's on that same course, but like at the time when it comes down to us, how at our age, coming out with some like trying to be creative and stuff, the Amish Summer, like it all works out, but yeah.
Yeah, nah, I feel you, man. Yeah.
And then after that, like we started coming out with Conquer. And then that was a whole different story.
Conquer. When we went to Conquer, it was
going to Austin.
It was we got a different experience. Yeah. We just tried to be more of a mixtape.
Austin brings out a different type of artist out of you. That's the Music City.
But that night especially
for Texas,
it was something.
I mean,
James's mother-in-law is watching.
Hey,
whoa!
Shout out.
Hey, shout out.
Okay.
Did she comment that or something?
It says James's mother-in-law is tuned in.
Oh shit! Shout out.
How does that say that?
Carefully? I don't know.
Anyway. No. I mean, like, how did it?
Oh, through someone else, I suppose.
He's fucked off right now.
Oh.
I don't want to say anyone's name, and then yeah.
That's okay. Hi.
Hey yo! Shout out
to mother-in-law, man.
Shout out.
She's watching all the way from Japan, so that's dope.
Yo, that's tight.
Yo, man, that's
and
love.
shout out to your queen, Vanessa.
To my queen, she's watching too.
Okay, so I can say that's who said it. So.
No, you're good. You're good.
I figured. I was like, nobody else would know that.
Shout out to the queen, man. Vanessa.
Konnichiwa.
Yo, we're gonna do this for Japan.
Hey, I will say this also too. I'm thinking I want to take it like, for instance, me and Keelan took a trip out to New York, right? We stayed in Manhattan, and it was something different, especially coming from Houston and going over there.
Yeah,
and it was like it really was a vibe. And then you come back to Houston and you're like, I don't know, you're like it's like something new.
Yeah,
I don't know.
What's one thing that you got from being over in Manhattan?
Being over there.
That's a rich area too.
Yo, where we stayed, the Mark. Shout out.
Was the like how was the culture there as far as hip hop and everything? Do you feel like you got something out of that you brought over here back to Texas, or did you feel some type of inspiration while out there?
It was just more of an inspiration, just like where we were staying and just like how we were out there, like just the way that the city moves and just the way that the city vibes with each other and everything else, like. Shit.
Yeah,
It was different, and then coming back here, and it's like kind of changes you. It's been a minute since I kind of took a trip outside of my area.
Yeah,
and then as soon as I take the trip out and I come back, you're always gonna come back as a new person. Yeah. You see things differently and everything.
Are you sure you went to Manhattan or did you take a mushroom trip? He had to pause. He was like,
no comment.
Damn it. Are you sure, man? Because the way you're explaining it, you're just like, man, like I came back as a new person. And I'm like, it sounds like you took a psychedelic trip instead of Manhattan.
It could have been, but it couldn't.
Breaking news: Khalil said he'll take that 170 y'all are pulling together and just fix his whip with it.
Oh, hey, responsible.
Investment.
Yeah.
Definitely.
See, that's all we need you here, Khalil, because you be thinking of those good ideas. We were just about to buy you an Uber, and now we just got you here and back. And
Nobody was even thinking about fixing the problem.
We were just like,
just trying to get this one person here for $170. You good?
Because I know my nigga would take. Like, you want to be here, man.
See, we need a whole. See, that's what Starknova is collective for a reason.
Yeah. It is, man. Y'all do.
We're like the Power Rangers.
Y'all are, bro. Y'all are, man. Fucking Keys in the building.
Quick, everyone claim a Power Ranger.
I was gonna say, even if one of us is out or two of us
Blue
are out,
Ranger.
we always have to keep it down.
Blue Ranger.
Down.
Blue Ranger. What's your Power Ranger?
My
you're
Power
Blue Ranger?
Blue?
I like Blue Ranger.
Yo, okay. I'm Red Ranger.
You can't.
Black Ranger. What you talking?
You know he only had like 4 fingers, right, on one hand.
What would Khalil be?
And I'm running out of colors.
What would Khalil be? Would he be the Pink Ranger?
No, Khalil would be the Green Ranger.
Fire.
Green Ranger.
Fire.
Navy green.
Hey, Key, man.
Yeah.
I think you were the last album that got released through Starknova, I want to say, the Stellanova project.
Yes, sir.
I didn't get a chance to make the party, but my intentions were to show up, but I had some obligations as far as work and everything.
Khalil said, it's not genius, guys, it's common sense.
Shut the fuck. Yeah, keep them coming, Khalil. You can it's like you still here. So
Yeah. I'll break y'all with the Khalil news when I get it.
Please, thank you. Please, make it seem like Khalil's here with us by his comments. Khalil, keep commenting, man. We love it. What you call it? I had every intention to show up. I had it on my schedule and everything to show up to the Stellanova EP, but unfortunately, I had some obligations, and on top of that, I had work the next day, so it just didn't work out. But I did get a chance to hear the album with songs like Texas, you know what I'm saying? Texas Rattlesnakes, you know what I'm saying? Juice, you know what I'm saying? How did it feel when releasing that, and how did it feel whenever when it was time for the album release party? You know what I'm saying, and whatnot. How did that feel to you as an artist?
Man, it felt really good, bro. It felt like in a point like where things are starting to finally fall into place. And when you on a grind, trying to do things in a way on your own, on some independent type grind, that shit feels really good when you're able to keep things aligned and actually get shit done. You know what I mean? Making plans and get shit done. So man, dropping the project and getting the sound party and everything actually done felt really good. That was the most satisfying part, regardless of who was able to come or not. Like, it's all love you weren't able to come, like, totally. Because man, I got a track that I put out like a long time ago called Underground Artist.
That's my shit.
And yeah, that's my shit. But in the chorus, I say, you probably seen me before, just didn't know. You probably seen me around, bro. I'm from Houston, born and raised. You know, so even if you didn't come to the show, you've seen me. You know me. And we gonna blow the fuck up, man. And you know me. You've seen me before. So it's all love.
I think that's a great mindset to have because to those that are listening that don't know, I do make music myself. I think
shout out to that left right. I just saw the video the other day, man. Just getting inspiration. Like
shout out to my homies, my family, my brother.
I was gonna say shout out, Kevin Durant in here.
Durham.
Durant.
Shout out Kevin.
Yo, that's Kevin Durant. I don't even know. Shout out.
Am I still having Kevin on the show this week?
Yes.
Okay,
you are. He's gonna be there.
Kevin, shout out.
We talked about it. He will be there.
Shout out Clev. I got to meet him finally at the last
Mad
show.
classics.
Wait. You said Clever?
Classic.
I said Clever.
Clever or Kevin?
Clever.
Okay.
Clever. No, Kevin. Well, yeah, Kevin too,
Sound
but
like
Clever because I just met Clever.
Okay. It sound like you mixed. It sound like you said Clevin. It sound like you said Clevin.
I'm trying to use.
Shout out to everybody.
Shout out everybody. You know what I'm saying?
It's just because since we collectively work with so many different people, we have so many people to shout.
I was gonna say shout out Dope Ninja coming out too. I'm working on my project right now too.
I can't wait, man.
Dope Ninja.
We can't talk too much about that yet.
Yeah, it's on.
It's coming.
You know,
Don't worry about it.
Yo,
Khalil said Rojas is on Pluto right now. He said Rojas is on Pluto right now. And then when Rojas wasn't saying anything, he said, "What y'all think Rojas is thinking right now?"
Hey,
Rojas was thinking about what the fuck he was about to say.
Yo, as an artist, man, off of what you were saying about how you're saying, just like, yo, you may have seen me around, and you know what I'm saying, and when it's popping, and you'll catch me later. Mm-hmm. I love that you have that mindset, man, and how you even said you're just like, yo, if you were at the party, you were there. If not, that's cool too.
Yeah, it's all love.
You know, but the reason why that's cool is because what I try
what you saying, Khalil? Pause. That's the good part.
What I try to say to artists that complain about, man, my friends ain't supporting me, my family ain't supporting me, people on my timeline ain't supporting me. You know what I'm saying? Like, where y'all at? Da 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 da. In my head, I'm like, bruh, you gotta chill a little bit because you gotta understand people got kids, people got jobs, people got.
You'd be surprised how many people are supporting you that don't. Just because they don't like
show
your
it.
picture,
Shit,
that
Most
are
definitely.
actually like, oh damn, I can't wait to that next person. When you drop something, they first the person
Exactly.
looking at all that stuff, but just because they don't like it, I've noticed that.
And get this,
especially our age-
you immediately shoot them down when you make posts like that. When you start saying like, man, fuck all y'all don't support me, y'all, and it's like,
but
bro,
don't make
I got
posts
a
like
life too. I got this whole 40-hour job with a kid and all this stuff, and it's like I can't always. Be
And you kinda
social media
understand.
savvy. Yeah,
I'm gonna bring this though. Also, I feel like
to it.
social media plays a part of it though too.
Of course.
Because like
I mean,
people,
it plays
because
a
people
part,
could
yeah.
like come out with themselves, just being themselves.
Yeah.
But like like they could take it the wrong way. Just it's just however you perceive it.
Yeah.
Like
I mean, it's just all
it plays a
perspective,
part.
really.
Social media.
It's just perspective, basically.
Yeah,
Media's a
and,
motherfucker.
and I think when you understand as a human being, because as artists and human beings, you realize you can't make it to certain things outside of yourself. You realize that, and so when you put yourself in their shoes, you know what I'm saying, you'd be like, oh, okay, I kind of understand now. And also at the same time, this is our goals. This is our dreams.
Exactly.
You know, we still got to show up. We still got to do our shit. It's not about who doesn't show up or who doesn't do whatever. Like at the end of the day, like, do your shit. Do your part.
Ain't
Show
nobody
up.
gonna have more
There's
drive
times
than
where
show shit than
there's
you
times
are,
where I
basically.
did shows and he was the only one that showed up, or my mom was the only person in the crowd.
I can tell you about some shows where we had to fucking just follow through and
Talk about it,
bro. Oh, you want listen? All right, I'm gonna tell you the story of what I consider probably the worst show that we had, and
you've had a lot of great shows, but talk about your worst
I've
shows.
had a lot
I
of good shows.
just want to give you your credit
I
before you
want-
talk about
no. We know
before
we
you
had
talk
a lot
about the
of
bad
good
show. Before you talk about the bad show, I just want to give you credit on the great shows. But keep going, keep going.
We already know we've had some good shows. but
Okay, go ahead.
This is like years ago, and this is the super. If y'all know who Super Happy Funland is, you already know where this is going.
I already know.
So
Does it have something to do with the AC?
no, I wish that was
Okay.
the
Everybody
fucking
hates
problem.
that venue for some reason.
It's a,
Bro, anytime I've ever been there,
if
it's
you-
been hot as shit.
No real artist. If you're a real artist in Houston, you've had some type of bad show at Super Happy Funland.
Yo, but as a vendor, I've had great times because, like I said, the AC
No,
is
yeah.
on, and then people sweating through their shirts, and they need another shirt.
Shirt.
Here I am, baby.
Yo,
what
like,
you
anything
need?
I have
As
to
an
say
attending to
on
a
Super
show.
Happy Funland, like it's the sound. I don't know.
So, let me tell you the
Go
story.
ahead.
Let me tell you the story. All right, let me tell you the story. So, okay. So
I just like how he doesn't finish anything he says. But keep going.
Someone wants to know if
Starknova
Rojas is on shrooms, but let's continue.
you gotta.
let's
relax.
just say that.
The calmness.
Go ahead, keep going.
All right. So anyway, so yeah, this is like a couple years ago. We had a show. We were having a show at Super Happy Funland. We had them on there. We were going to do a cipher beforehand, and we were going to do the show after that. I had some friends from Cleveland, Ohio, that were like 2 artists that were going to come down.
That's dope.
So yeah, it was dope. They were like, "Yeah, we're gonna come down," but they don't understand how big Texas is because they're from Cleveland, Ohio, where you can get from a suburb to.
Shout out to the homies though.
Oh yeah, no, for real, yeah. I love that they came down. We're trying to do some more stuff with them.
What's their
Shout
names?
out
They actually had that.
to Cliff and Stokes. Cliff and Stokes out in Cliff.
Shout out to Aloof Records out there in Cleveland.
Yeah,
Ohio.
Aloof Records out in Cleveland. Cliff and Stokes, and then my boy Dirty Jones Wallace out there in Cleveland. Shout out to them. I love them.
That's
they
a dope
keep me up.
name, Dirty Jones Wallace. Yo, my bad. Keep going.
No, yeah, but those my niggas out there in Cleveland. But yeah, they came down. It was 2 of them, but they didn't understand how big Texas is because out in Cleveland, Ohio, everything's really knit together. They was like, all right, yeah, we can't come to Houston, but we gonna go to a city close by, and you can just come pick us up. We gonna come out to Dallas. Bro, okay, so I'm literally like, okay, you're going to Dallas. I'm like, fuck it. I'm just going to make this work. I remember I left my house. I went to Walgreens and I got an eighth and I got 3 monsters from Walgreens.
Got an eighth from Walgreens?
No, I got an eighth from...
Hey, I was finna say, what?
That's not important.
It's a drugstore.
No wonder why that's the #1 pharmacist.
Right. It's a drugstore. It's a druggor, guys. It's a drugstore.
Damn. Wow. I got an eighth.
Basically, I got 3 monsters.
I still need more than an eighth to drive to Dallas. Go ahead.
I don't remember how much I got. I know I got some herbs. I got some monsters. I got like 3 monsters. I remember that. And then I drove. It was like 6 o'clock. I drove straight to Dallas.
And this was the day of the show, or
this was the day before.
Yo, you're a real ass promoter for doing that.
Bro, I drove to Dallas. It took me 4 hours to get there.
Real talk.
Picked them up. I think I left at 6, so I got there around 10 or 11. Picked them up from the airport. Headed straight back. Got back home at I want to say 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning. This is when I'm working at Starbucks. My first shift started at 4 o'clock in the morning. I dropped them off at the hotel.
We regular ass people too.
Yeah.
I dropped them off at the hotel. Left the hotel. Went straight home. I left the hotel. Went straight home. Changed clothes. Did a shift at work. Left work. Drunk another monster. Went back to them, picked them up, met at my other friend's house. We chilled there.
Bro, I'm sleepy.
Went to the Cypher. After the Cypher, we went to the show. The show wasn't even that good. We had probably like 10, 15 people show up. I remember literally sitting in the chairs in the Super Happy Funland in the back, like by myself, just sitting there thinking like, I'm about to just shut everything down.
Them theater chairs in the back.
I was just sitting there like, bro, I'm about to just tell everybody go home.
It's just
that's dope, bro.
Hold on.
That's not even it. That's not even it. After that show was done, I had to go to Dallas that night.
You're a real one, bro.
I drove them to Dallas. Yeah. I didn't even... Okay, so on the way to Dallas, I didn't even make it. I was like... I drove 2-3 hours. No, I haven't got sleep in a day and a half. I've been living on marijuana and monsters. And I got there. I got almost there. And I'm like, bro, I'm going to pass out. I don't want to kill anybody. Can one of you guys drive? I had one of the artists drive the last, hour. I remember I went to sleep in the back seat. I woke up at the airport. The first thing I noticed when I opened my eyes was that my check engine light on my car was on.
Oh, man.
After that, I dropped them off. I think I drove halfway home from Dallas and just slept at a gas station for a couple of hours. Left there, went home.
Yo, that's a champion.
And I said, fuck
literally.
it.
Now look. Now look. Hold on.
No exaggeration.
I'm not exact.
I believe you. I fucking believe you.
Hey, Kid Nova appreciation real quick. Yo, I'm going to say something real quick. I'm going to say something. Y'all want to know why I rock with starknova? Y'all want to know why I rock the gear? Why I be out here representing? Here's why. Not just a story he just told of what he does as a promoter, because no promoter would ever do some shit like that. I have no stories
I have nightmares
of a promoter that does some shit like that. And not only will he do some shit like that, but guess what? The shows that I've been paid for have been by him.
I will never not pay an artist.
He has paid me to perform.
I will never.
And get this, and that went a long way because there was times where I needed that money, and doing that show, and you,
we all need the fucking money.
But look, but you saying like, hey, bro, you pull up, I got you. We ain't gonna say the amount, but I got you on this amount. I got you on this, and I'm like, yo, I needed that for this. I needed that for that. I appreciate that. I go in, knock out my set, and I give it all I got. You know what I'm saying? And the shows that I've done with you have been great. You know what I'm saying? Like I leave with support. I leave with the audience. I leave with everything. And you put together great shows. I understand the show that you did talk about wasn't that great.
No, yeah, that was years ago. That was like when I was first starting.
But I promise you, man. Every event that I've been a part of, you have had great events. You know what I'm saying? And I love how you tap in with. I love how you tap in with music, art. Like there's painters, there's drawers, there's art hanging in my house.
In your house that you bought from
Shout out to Instagram at Black White Boy. He be part of your shit.
Yeah, he changes his name. Sheldon.
Shout out to Sheldon, man. We have a piece of his artwork. You know what I'm saying? And you do so many things, man. So I just want to make sure that we appreciate you throughout this whole time period because on a cool, man, you're the first person to actually pay me to rock, and that's why to this
Bro,
day,
you're not
anything that you want, like I got you. That's why this show, whatever we can do.
Can I talk about
get
that?
it.
Thank you. Can I actually?
Did you apologize to your car?
Take your flowers, fam.
My cars.
Damn, bro.
We're going back to Dallas?
Going back to Dallas
tonight?
That's
that's the car that I was telling you when we were talking about before this that had the leak on the front. And
I wonder why.
I would have put him on that $12 Greyhound. And,
you feel me?
That was a suggestion. I was about to be like, bro, I'll pay you to just take a Greyhound.
No, man. But to piggyback off that story, man. It's so we got so many more stories like
just
that.
Growing, like coming up, it's a whole. We can make
trying to make it happen, man.
And I will say this also too, like. Not just like there's plenty more stories, but there's plenty more stories to come though also too as well.
Oh yeah, no,
definitely. As long as y'all on the other side of the grass, the correct side of the grass.
It's about to go up from here.
Yeah, most definitely.
But nothing. I'm sorry. I also wanted to touch on that when you were talking about like you being the first person that got paid for a show. It's actually I didn't because when I came into this thing, a lot of things that when we do with the shows, I don't really know about them beforehand. I'll just hear about it like with the fashion show for instance. Right. I never been to a fashion show before that fashion show. I didn't really know much about fashion. I just kind of that's a fashion show. I'll just try to do it the way I can think of to do it.
And what he's speaking on, by the way, guys, he put together a fashion show.
Oh yeah.
My bad, just to give context to what you're talking about.
Yeah, I had a fashion show back on, and we're actually gonna be doing another one. Like I said, follow Starknova Instagram. We gonna be here. We got a lot of stuff coming up soon.
Shout out to Nikki.
Shout out to Nikki. Okay, so I'm sorry. I got so much to
She's all in the comments, by the way.
She's on the comments.
I have comments to read.
Nikki, I'm about to get to that in a minute. I know exactly what you want me to do. Give me a second.
The reason why I know Nikki is because that night she was so on the light.
That's why that's my
Get
partner
off
right
of the lights. Get off of the lights. Get off of the fucking lights.
She was giving
Nikki, that's like my general and shit when it comes to things like, cause I know I'm too nice sometimes, so I'll have her be like, she'll come in and be like, get the fuck out of here.
She was like Lieutenant Dang.
Major pain in this. Like she was.
You're Forrest Gump and she's Lieutenant Dang.
Bro, yeah.
Who? Dan, my bad.
Dang,
Lieutenant Dang.
But you got new legs.
But before I
Magic legs.
Before I get to what Nikki wanted me to talk about, I really want to touch on this.
Go ahead, talk about it.
Before that, the idea about the fact that you said that you were the first person that I paid to do a show.
Right.
Coming into this, like I didn't really like kind of study, I guess, the field of like how people do things and like how other promoters like they go about doing their shows. Mm-hmm. I just kind of went about it the way I kind of felt that I should do it. You know, as far as like this, like, cause me when I first started off, I wasn't like throwing events. I started off as just a vendor, as somebody that was just like, I got some shirts.
Right.
I'm just trying to come up. It's just like a normal artist, you know. So after, go ahead. But after that, like I was just trying to come up and I just wanted to make sure that like I kept that humble feeling that's like that's coming up and just trying to like still relate to everybody, and that's why when I came into it and to doing the shows and everything, I just wanted to make sure that everybody, like what they were doing was represented, like, as far as their work, their worth, basically, as far as vendors, as far as musicians, as far as artists. I feel like, what's up?
As a vendor, do you feel, because I've been there in the vendor role, do you feel like you learn a little bit more about just the backstage or the behind the scenes of everything?
Definitely.
And like the fuck shit and everything else.
That's kind of what I'm getting to. Is the fact that like because I feel like a lot of some promoters and stuff, they just saw the money aspect of the promoting part and they just jumped into that part. Yeah. Because I came from the artist aspect of it first and came up and like was just started on that side of it too. I feel like that gives me more relations to it, and that's why like when I got to the point and I started having shows, like I was like it didn't make sense for me not to pay somebody for a show. And then like when I started doing more shows, working with other, exactly. I was just like, bro, like this person has put in years and time in their art. They've fucking they've worked at this craft. They probably have a job just like me. They're also trying to do this on the side after this. So it's like, why would you make people that are out here making artists pay them to be in a show? And that is the dumbest shit to me. I'm sorry if people are listening.
Yo, I learned from my rookie year.
I was just gonna say, man, like
that was
when he was first
shit.
the ticket selling.
That shit is like bro. These people have worked their lives off to work to do this and be a performance, and you are fucking making money off of them being at your show. Why are you making them pay you to make you money?
Yeah,
that don't make no fucking sense.
For a 10-minute spot.
10-minute spot.
What he's talking about is different. He's talking about in terms of ticket sales and all that shit. That's a respect.
Okay, well, like if you I understand like if you don't.
I get it, but it's like still like
I understand like saying like okay, I need you to try and sell like this many tickets.
I mean, because you want to make it. I get it. You want to bring people in, but
I know shows that are like straight up like, yo, if you want to be on this set list, $100 or some shit like that.
Yeah.
And that shit don't make no sense to me.
Yeah, that don't make sense.
Or even that shit don't make no sense to me.
Or whenever they do the South by Southwest unofficial shows,
right?
And it'd be like $1,000, and you get a 10-minute set. Like, what the fuck is that? Like, that's crazy.
That's not people that appreciate art. That's not people that appreciate the business. That have the passion for the music in the industry. That's people that see this as a way to make money, and they are like, it's pimps and hoes basically. They are like
just doing it in a legal way.
Like it's legal. It's basically like, all right, I can make money off you. I'm gonna make money off you. You can. I know you can bring in 50 people, but I can make you pay 100 people. So boom.
Hey, my nigga Kid Nova just said this on some pimps and hoes shit, so he know he talking real talk.
It's because
it is.
I'm telling you, if you, I'm not gonna lie. I've had some shows where I've had people perform, but I did not pay them if they were like completely new, but I will still at least try to put you exposure, try to get you something out of it.
Right.
I will never make somebody pay for a show, and then especially like, and then like I will if it's like somebody like
I've never had to pay for a show.
They probably still got a table or something out of it too.
Yeah. If you, especially any artist that comes to my shows, if you want a booth, anybody that's ever asked me, oh, can I put a booth on? I will not charge
vendors,
for a booth. Vendors, all that stuff. And then I got artists that work with me. If like if I've been doing with you for a lot, and I know you can bring in people, I make deals with people. This is what I'm trying to do. I'm not trying to make just a brand that's just like, yo, I want like I'm trying to make money off y'all. I'm trying to look cool. I'm trying to make a brand that is for us, but also makes everybody else.
That's dope, man. That's dope. I do like that.
I wouldn't say FUBU, but
FUBU.
I just want to make one last thing, man. Yeah, and just to piggyback off of what everything my homie is saying and we're going through, bro. It's like, bring it back to the point. You asked me, and we were talking about like situations where people not supporting you, coming out and all this shit, and family not supporting you, things like that. Yeah, bro, I've gone through this as well, man, and recently, but you gotta kind of go through that hiatus of finding yourself to get through that shit because that's not true. You know what I'm saying?
It's not, man. Yeah. We just think that it's true. But
yeah, it's like it's the burden of being an artist, bro. Like you could fucking make the greatest song and you'll find a problem, bro. Yep. Everything will be sweet.
Same with merch.
People are supporting you the best that they can, and you gonna find people. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? But we're gonna keep it positive. But and you gonna think, what's up with homie? What's up with this and this and that? So I've been through that, but I've gotten like where we are today, bro. Like that's why I'm glad that we are all here, and I wish my nigga Khalil was here because everybody's kind of gotten to that alignment point of getting over the immature bullshit of that artist trap. Yeah. Of who's supporting me and what I'm not doing, and is this perfect?
You get to that mindset of just putting out what you want to do, or doing what you want to do.
We locked and loaded.
And as long as you like it, and hope it just gravitate and grab.
I'm comfortable in mines. I ain't worried about if you support it. We locked and loaded.
Tell me this, as someone that's been through that grind, I've kind of had this happen more than a few times. You expect like the people that you expect support from, you expect them to get, you expect them to bring it, But have you ever felt like if like someone that you knew back in the day that you don't even really keep up with, if they run into you, they're more likely to become full supporter? That's in my experience. That's almost always the case. It's like, damn, I haven't seen you in forever, bro. What you doing? Let me get all the information on what you're doing and let me keep up with you. Has that ever happened to y'all out there on the pop-ups and shit like that?
Go ahead, man.
A couple of times. Somewhat, I would say.
Like any supported or old friends from high school.
I mean, it would be kind of like...
Because like our old friends from high school, I feel like have supported us steadily like all the way through.
Right.
But like at the same time, when it comes down to it, like of course they're gonna support you like throughout the time. But at the same time, when it comes down to it, and you really think about it, like there's certain friendships that you have to kind of like let grow, supporting you or not. Like I love you, but like I have to get on to the next thing and the next stage when it comes down to my life, to the points where like it's gonna be up to you either way, like to keep supporting me, even though like it's no hard feelings. But we
don't burn. I don't like to burn bridges.
Yeah,
either.
exactly.
Like,
I'm not the one to try and burn bridges. Like all I got is love, and But I'm trying to do what I'm supposed to be doing.
The way I feel like the way I've been doing it this past year because of the coronavirus and everything, I feel like a lot of people I've been seeing like memes and stuff. People been like, "Oh, you see, your real friends will check on you during this time." Blah 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 blah. And I'm like, bro, everybody
we all
has
going
a
through
fucking life, and it's just like
we all going.
I'm
through
not.
it.
I'm not trying to force anything. I've been like, I feel like this also comes with just me getting older, and I hate even saying the words older because if anybody who knows me knows I've always been trying to just stay as young as possible as
young as you
possible.
feel, bro. As young as you feel.
But like,
young.
unfortunately,
60 or 70.
yeah, I mean, I feel that, but unfortunately, like just certain things, like experience and stuff, like you just have to. It just makes you get older, and I feel like with that, like in my life, like I don't force any friendships anymore. I don't force any connections or nothing. Genuine. Like what I've learned is like friendships is just like a vibe. Like you can create a vibe, you can direct a vibe, and you can kill a vibe.
And that goes with family too. Like I've learned to understand that like family isn't just bloodline anymore for me.
It's definitely.
I mean, for me, man, like,
you're born into that, but you don't like you find your family.
Man,
through
you can sometimes. I mean, not for me. Most of all my family is good, but I know people that like sometimes like. Family can fuck you over before friends.
For me, it's totally different in terms of like, because the question was, have any old high school friends come back or whatever case, old people, whatever case. I've always rocked with my day ones. So, like my boy said, like everybody that we've been fucking with has been consistently supporting the best that I feel as though as they can. So, whoever has been new to come aboard and see what we're doing, like they usually jump on the board. And we've had a lot of venture runs with different people, different photographers and artists all across Houston.
Chapters in our lives.
Yeah, and even bro, I'm gonna give a shout out to Shorty because she is very talented. Even though we ain't done no music and she's just hard to get in contact.
Shout her out, man.
But Carly Jade. Shout out to you, man. You talented motherfucking artist, man. But she's hard to get in contact with. I don't know. But she's always doing her thing.
If you know how many people that we constantly trying to get.
But we've had a lot of ventures like that.
Bro. Oh my god.
And some of them work, some of them don't. Yeah. But it's always some of them stick and some of them don't. You know what I mean? But it's always about continuing.
Always going through. Like I said, it's just an ecosystem. Like the way I try to see it is like you can have like it's the difference between like a business and a whole rounded like ecosystem of a building where it's like you're gaining from it and pulling from it at the same time. That's how it stays alive. That's how I want it to be.
It's like having a relationship with failure,
like a community.
Like I remember we used to do this shit back in high school, and like we would do a show, and we'd be on a high because we just did a show,
right?
And then it's just like, all right, what's the next thing? Who cares about the next thing? We just did a show. Like it's just a relationship of like getting off that high, and then all right, we had a high. Okay, what's the next show? And it's a bad show. And now we low, and we don't want to do no more shows. You know what I mean? It's like, yo, man, it's about having that relationship to where it's like, you don't have no expectations of failure. You know what I mean? You just kind of just do your thing, like we just said. We don't care.
Like basically, I know what you mean. Like you come to like even if we hit a bad show, you come and like
it ain't no
this
high
is
or
just a
low.
link in the it's just like all right, this is just the next step.
With y'all experiences, that led y'all to get to that point. You know what I'm
Definitely.
saying? So,
that's why I love talking about like the show I just talked about.
Right.
Even though that was a horrible ass experience, I honestly love talking about that because when I tell you
it's
that
genuine,
show
it's real.
and then you come to a show that you
shit,
see it, you're like, damn, this nigga was doing that, fucking
definitely.
Driving for 2 days doing all this shit in Dallas, and now he's packing out, blah blah blah.
Right.
It gives you perspective of like we've been like trying to we've been working at this, and then like
shit don't
we
come
got
overnight.
It definitely. Oh my god, this shit don't come over a year.
I'll vouch for that right now.
Speaking of shows, how do you plan on going about like with the whole COVID situation? Because I know you got some things lined up, and I would love to speak on it because I'm actually gonna be a part of what you got going on.
I was gonna say,
how are you gonna go about with the whole COVID situation and guidelines or whatnot? How are you gonna, what I'm saying?
So tomorrow is the day, right? No more masks in Texas.
Like, okay, so like we went through that whole process, like going through it, even at High Park Goods. And shout out them.
Yeah, that was a good fashion show. That was great.
We had to like, we're still doing shows and everything like that, but like, James knows more than I would say, but like, he was in the middle of that, like, and I will say this though, because I was in it in the middle of it, just performing stuff, and that even goes back to that fashion show that was there too as well.
Yeah,
basically the fashion show we try to do a little bit more as far as COVID protection. We didn't hit the mark as much as we wanted to, but we still have people wearing masks and stuff. As far as going,
I came out okay.
Yeah,
I did too.
Yeah. As far as going forward, as far as with
future
the masks, and we're kind of trying to lay back. Do you watch the show Snowfall?
Yeah,
I love Snowfall.
So you know
I
the whole.
I haven't watched the new season yet. Well,
I need to watch it. I need to watch the recent episode when I go home. But keep going.
Right. Shout out my nigga Franklin
Saint. Okay, so I've been watching that show. I'm not gonna lie. I've been getting some inspiration. So I'm
heavy is the head that weighs the crown type shit.
1,000,
bro. So basically, what I'm trying to do is move in the idea of we've done a lot of small shows. You know, we like to keep everything going as far as just like trying to stay relevant. You know, if we don't have something for a while, we'll do a small show. I want to get to the point where we don't really have a lot of small shows anymore. Yeah. I want to just have big events.
Right.
I don't want to be the guy on the corner anymore. I want to be the guy at home supplying the people.
Most definitely. I feel you.
I'm gonna say this right now, yo, starknova. I want to say this right now, yo, starknova. He's talking about that. I'm gonna tell you right now.
If you're talking about your shit, we got that coming, lady.
No, I'm talking about.
Shut up. We don't got that. He doesn't know what we're talking about. But so. We're about to President Trump this guy right here. Anyway.
Go ahead with the future.
Well, go
ahead. Yeah. So basically, we're trying to get to the point where we only just go to like bigger shows, and just because the smaller shows are fine. We've been doing it for a while, but it's just the fact of it just sometimes is too busy and too much going on when we try and do that, and just it cuts up too much time. And with us, and if you saw last year when we did the fashion show, I kept telling you this is a prototype. Like that was us trying to see what we're capable of. We had the sponsorship by St. Arnold's. We had the models. We had the makeup. We had the whole runway. I just wanted to, like last year because we couldn't do anything.
That was a big event.
Yeah, exactly. That was dope. And then we didn't even get to do half of what we wanted to do for that. And we had, and it, like you said, it was a really fucking
Shout out
dope.
to Nikki.
Shout out to Nikki. Yeah, Nikki helped me out with that.
She scared the fuck out of me.
That's
I am not stepping on these lights for shit.
Bro, I had to grab her.
I was literally tiptoeing. I was like, don't hit that. She's gonna come and just tear me up real quick if I step on
you saw me. I had to run to her. I was like, Nikki, just chill out. Like these are still our guests. Like we can't just yell at them and try to kill them just because they stepped on.
These are your guests.
And it's funny.
Ain't mine.
I remember her.
I'm running the show.
I remember her to this day. Just because you were saying, hey, Nikki, and I was like, to this day, like that stays in my head because of how lieutenant she was about that shit. You know what I'm saying?
That's
how
what
militant she was about that shit.
That's why
but you gotta keep somebody like that on your team.
That's why I fuck with Nikki. Shout out Nikki. Let me look that up. I'm gonna properly shout her out.
Yeah. Do that, man.
Hold up. Let me properly shout out my partner right now.
Yeah, shout out St. Arnold's Brewery, man.
Shout out St. Arnold's Brewery.
They show y'all a lot of love. They show y'all a lot of love,
bro. And that's another that's help through her. That's like she helps us out getting through all this stuff.
Shout out Boombox Tacos.
That's another thing that we got.
Visual
novelist. Visual novelist is Nikki's
there
Instagram.
Any dots or
visual dot novelist.
There you go.
VISUAL.NOVELIST. That's my partner. She be fucking. And if you just need help running an event, you need some vendors, you need trying to get some shit popping, she can help you out. I'm telling you. She charges a good fee, but you know she'll make it worth it. But yeah, no, we've definitely the fashion show, and we got some other stuff.
Do we have any dates for anything in the future?
Oh yeah, actually, we got a couple of things going on. So that's also what I talked about. So basically, what we got going on
because you actually have something to tell me because I thought we had something on March 13th.
Yeah, we with the Boombox Tacos at the Boombox Tacos headquarters, we had to push that back a little bit. It's going to be actually around April 3rd when we're going to have that. But we're also going to have another event there that Nikki's kind of spearheading, the Everything for Selena event, because it's going to be on March 31st, which is the day that she passed. And we're going to have it's going to be a Boombox Taco. We're going to have music. We're going to have
that's new to me.
Yeah, that's dope.
Yeah, it's going to be a pretty dope event. We got some people in there. We got Juan Gotti.
Oh, that's fire.
Yeah, Juan Gotti's going to be there.
Oh shit, get the fuck out of here for real.
Yeah, no, he's going to be there. And then we got I can't remember the name. She just sent me.
Rest in peace, Selena.
Yeah, no, it's gonna be a good one. And then Tony Montana.
Shout out to him.
Yeah, they're all about to be in there, and then Juan Gotti and some of his friends are gonna be there. It's gonna be a big. We're gonna be playing like I think we're gonna play the Selena movie too. Have some balloons, some for the kids too. Like
I got Mexican food and all that shit.
Oh yeah, we're gonna have
okay,
Boombox
cool.
Tacos gonna be there. Tacos, yeah.
Oh, then I'm in there.
Well, yeah, the only food we're gonna have is Boombox Tacos, and then we're gonna have drinks.
I've done an event with Boombox Tacos. Those are some good ass tacos.
Boombox Tacos is fucking amazing.
Shout out Boombox.
And then we're having another one there. Probably like I said, like because that one's gonna be on like a Wednesday. Then we're gonna have another event. Hopefully that weekend, which is April 3rd.
Yo, if I could pull up. Shit. Hey, and if I can make the lineup, throw me in there last minute.
Bro, we can definitely.
But that's if I can make. I gotta look at the schedule. But if I can't, I'll knock out a quick 5 minutes.
It's easy. We can push on there 10, 15, 20 minutes.
I threw an event one time, bro, with them, and like I was like, my mind was going 100 miles per hour. I wasn't happy with some things, but everyone that came up to me was like, those tacos are so. I was like, well, these people like the fucking food. Because I'm tripping about everything else.
Boombox Taco, if there's one thing they gonna do is make some good ass tacos.
No, they really do though.
But yeah, we got that coming, and then we have actually Keywin's music video is going to be dropping soon because his project is going to be coming. So his single is going to be releasing on Spotify this weekend, right?
Yes.
And then
what's it called?
Man, the single is called "Pursuit of Happiness."
Fire.
It's my lead single, man, off this project that I'm working on called 27. I'm still working on a title. I got a lot of shit planned for this year, man. The timing is so great. So man, we really own it, man. But I got the Pursuit of Happiness. Yeah, the Pursuit of Happiness, man. It's coming this weekend, and the video, hopefully, if not the next day, coming soon after that. So Spotify, everything. Yeah.
Spotify everywhere, right?
Yeah,
all right.
Yeah. Key to Win. Key to Win is the name. My homies, my fam call me Keywin. That's my name, but it's Key to Win.
Key to Win.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So yeah, we got that. We got his video dropping, got his project coming, and then we got the first starknova. What we call it's going to be called starknova TV, which is basically going to be the inspiration came from like early 2000s Toonami, where it would be like different, but instead of like having anime and then like music and lo-fi and stuff in between, we're going to have like snippets of like different podcasts, music videos, music from different local artists and stuff.
So you're going to run your own network.
Pretty much. That's what it sounds like.
In a way, we're kind of starting something small like that. It's just going to be kind of like a
block, like your own programming.
It's just like, it's like that, but like a block, like an hour of just like mix different things with in betweens of like music and stuff. It'd be something cool just to keep it going.
I think you hit me up about that.
Yeah, I did. I'm gonna put this. I'm trying to get.
You didn't explain too much, but you kind of like danced over it and told me about some.
Yeah.
When he explained it to me, it literally sounded like Robot Chicken mixed with like some goddamn, just Adult Swim. It's like your own world.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the only way I can like bring it to people, because that's something I can. That's what when I think of this in my head and when it plays out, that's what I see in my head. Like it kind of has that vibe of like Toonami. Like if you know, like when you used to watch like Toonami or the commercials in Toonami or like Adult Swim, how it'd be like lo-fi music and then like
that production when it opens up. You know what I mean?
Like a quote and then like some shit and then like some music. And then you watch an anime show and then you go to like some other more beach, some chill shit and blah blah. Like that's how I wanted to be for like a 30-40 minutes, but like a mixture of the people that we fuck, because we like we've been talking about all these people that we shot.
I know y'all.
Of course.
Yeah. All these people that we've been working with, all these people that we've been shouting out, and all these people that we've been shouting out and stuff. It's just like we have so many different artists from the venues that we're working with, so many different.
Hey, shout out my nigga, Super Wavy Shawnee.
Sean. See, another one. So many people that we work with that we've been we shout out that we just trying to put on there.
So starknova is like a big ass gumbo.
Yeah.
If you will.
Yeah.
It's a
big ass
gumbo, man.
A big ass spicy ass Houston gumbo.
It's beautiful. That's beautiful.
I feel like this blends from your personality though, because everything that you're talking about from the beginning of this podcast to where we're at now, you've talked about so many different things of your interest. Do you feel like it kind of feels like you're the embodiment. You're the
you like to stay busy. I can see that for sure. This man drove to Dallas.
It's like you're the embodiment of what Houston culture is. And because Houston is the most diverse city, I would like to say in this country.
It is.
There's so much, and I feel like you're the embodiment of that. So when you do put together events, your personality just flourishes of what you do. Would you say that?
I would say that, because when I like
you're the type of gumbo of a person.
I would definitely say that. I'm a very mixed, and I guess with theme and personality person, but when I try to have the events for starknova, I almost try to look at putting on a show as much of an art form. And my idea, putting on a show is pulling a little bit of every art piece together. You're pulling a little bit of music, you're pulling a little bit of art, you're pulling a little bit of culinary, you're pulling a little bit of all these different types of art styles, and you're pulling it together to make a moment. I feel like that's what my job, like how he makes music. I feel like my job is to create moments. When you have an event, and when you everything, I want the event to not just be like, oh, music, I came here, I saw some music. I want you to be able to experience every sense of art. Like
you're a walking clubhouse.
Basically, like when you have something, like I want you to experience food, culinary. I want you to have the best foods there. I want you to have fucking art.
And clubhouse app. That's what I mean.
Hear the fucking. I want you to hear music. I want you like to have a whole Like that's what starknova I want you to be in a sense, is to be able to feel every sense that you have.
Man, that's
like,
beautiful.
I don't know
music,
nobody else
doing
food, every single thing that you do in a day. I want somehow starknova can be integrated into that day.
Just to make it full circle to understood by the everyday person, because we keep saying platform or we keep saying promoter. Starknova is just a platform for all artists of anything
of anything.
You know what I mean?
That's it.
We're trying to move like a well-oiled machine, a label in the sense of any type of art. Just
that's what we label this podcast too.
Yeah.
That's what we label.
Yeah, the same way that you looked at things when you were behind the scenes and how you support artists and how you pay artists is the same way that we do our things. Like that's why our objective is to basically put on people that we enjoy and what we do.
People that you actually fuck with.
If anything, this is actually
more like bro, my fault to cut you off.
No, you good.
We on some shit like, if you Starknova, we probably know your mama. You know what I mean? Like, and she love us.
We're not trying to, we trying to
it's all love.
Anybody. Like, I want to meet I want to get to the point where we try to be somewhat direct the culture of how music is going.
Because the way we move, and these experiences and stories that we got so many to tell, we could write a fucking book.
We can write.
When you in the jam, you got to know who the hell you can call, fam. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and we can all speak for it. I've been there for Kid Nova. I've been there for J. Rojas, man. And I try to stay strong for myself. You know what I mean? And handle my business. But even if I need my brothers, man, I know who I can call, bro. And that's what it's all about. That's how we try to move with everything.
That's dope.
That's beautiful, man.
That's beautiful, and I believe that what I see and what I witness from just being a spectator, going at y'all's events, or better yet, even just performing at y'all events. I've been blessed to be able to see how diverse, and I'm from Rosenberg, Texas, but I've always been, everything that I've done is Houston. So everything I've done is Houston. Everything I've done is H-Town.
Okay.
And when I go to y'all events, I get the embodiment of what Houston is. I get the diversity. Exactly. I get the culture. I get every culture there. I get every color, creed, everything. What I'm saying?
Exactly. That's what we was aiming for.
If anything, what y'all got going on is the perfect representation of what H-Town is. A modern day Houston.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what we want. Exactly. I never wanted to just do a one drop. Because
you can have don't limit yourself.
Yeah, you can have a rock show and a hip hop. I put you on a hip hop show with a band right after you.
I done performed and rocked the show with you, and then on that same lineup, some rock band comes before or after me, and I'm just like, what the fuck, this
and
is
crowd
but it's dope.
Interested the whole time.
It's all mixed in with a fashion show too.
Because what it does, man, it makes you a fan. You know what I mean? So you gotta rock your motherfucking set and dip.
Yeah,
exactly. You can just
you can hang out and meet some people.
Isn't gonna be the same. Every event isn't gonna be the same. Every event that we put on is gonna be something.
Yeah,
different.
we try to make it a little bit different theme,
new,
size.
And that's what it's about.
That's why you see. I try to name each show. If you notice, my shows have each one has a name.
Thematic names that go with the vibe.
Yeah, usually with those names, I just be doing something. However, I feel my mind state towards how I'm where we're at and we're going towards this show. I'll literally either be listening to some music. Most of my best ideas most of them come from when I'm on the treadmill just running. And then because it just got my juice flowing. And then I'll just be a random thought will come in my head and I'll just be you know what, that's what I'm gonna name it. The last show when we named it So Over It. I remember what I think I was on the treadmill just doing something, and I was just you know what?
I'm over this run.
I'm so over. I'm so over it, and I was just yo, that's what we're naming the show's gonna be.
Yeah.
I thought it was way more inspirational.
I can guarantee I would say 90% of the shows that I do, the names behind them are not inspirational. They're just I was doing something and I was
Booger.
Yeah. It literally will be that random. I'll be listening to the music and I'll be I like this song today. I'm gonna name my show the name of the song, and that's
Sometimes it's that easy.
I will say this.
Say it into the mic.
I want to kind of ask this question.
Go ahead.
When it comes down to this pandemic and how everything just
don't put your hand over
went
your
the way
mouth.
it was, and before the pandemic, and before the pandemic, before we started putting on shows, how did that change? That you had to actually adjust to it, James. to actually like when it comes down to start putting on shows? How did you have to adjust yourself, mindset wise?
He took my question.
Well, the way I adjusted was first I didn't know what to do, so I sat at home and I got kind of fat. So then
all of us did.
So then after that, I was like,
man, round is a shape.
Oh boy, I know.
So you were still in shape.
I was definitely in shape, all right. So yeah, first that was how that happened. Then I was like, well, shit, I gotta like get a grip on this because this is not going to be 3 months like Trump kept telling us.
Yeah.
And then it was 6 months like he was telling us. And then it was 10 months like he told us. Anyway, I'm not gonna get political.
Right. I'm starting to think this guy isn't as cool as everyone thought he was.
I was like, wait a second, is he lying to us? But anyway, and then but yeah, so I was just so it went limp.
He paused, but go ahead. Yo, that is a wild thing to say, but go ahead.
Niggas is wild. It's that goddamn
Anyway,
it's them Starknova shots.
That man said the mic went limp as it. Okay. Go ahead, keep going.
I don't want to talk in the mic anymore.
Damn that
I need another mic.
Overthinkers podcast. Shout out to y'all. Man.
Thanks, man.
Shout out.
We're here for the vibes, man. I told y'all.
Most definitely, bro.
I told y'all it was gonna be a vibe, man.
Yeah.
We just hanging out.
Not that vibe though. Like
I want you to know they had bets in the comments on when Rojas's jacket was gonna come off, and that was like 30 minutes ago, and it still ain't come off. So I think
I'm hot already.
Keep it on. Keep it on.
Yeah, because
don't let them win, Rojas.
Don't try and play my homie, man. Like we can't hold our liquor over here.
Yeah.
Do that, right?
Well, they were really worried about the sweaty denim. That's what they were talking about.
Whoever got the best bet, just tell me when. I'm gonna be like, yo, Rojas, take your jacket off.
I mean, it is kind of warm in here.
He's like, oh shit, I didn't actually.
You're gonna have sweat coming down. Like, bro, I'm cold as fuck. What are you talking about?
I didn't really notice how hot it was in here until y'all said something.
I noticed. Oh man, there is sweat coming down my face. You're right.
So you were getting fat at the crib.
Oh yeah. So that's what I was talking about. Anyway, yeah. So I was getting fat at the crib, right? Yeah, I was just trying to. It took me a while, honestly, to get a grip on my life. Trying to just kind of understand what was going on and trying to get an estimate of like before I was to the point of like, okay, like things aren't getting back together that soon. So that's when we started trying to focus on. That's actually this. So to be honest, this is the second silver lining natural disaster that happened to me that was like a natural disaster, but at the end, because I looked at the silver lining, remember that, always look at the silver lining.
Beautiful.
Some good thing came out of it. I actually met some new people because of the coronavirus. It actually gave me the idea to start Starknova TV, to start going more online. It actually helped me start focusing more on, it basically started making my foundation of online a little bit more firm, because beforehand I had this whole plan of how we were going to be like just doing shows back to back. We got shows every month, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, that was fine at the time, but now it's making me think like, we need to be more prepared on this front, because in this day and age, technology, computers, all that stuff, that's where you need to be at. That's where you need to be solidified. So I would say this past year, coming up to this point, Starknova has been revamping. We had a lot of good run. The last big show that we had, like right before the coronavirus, was 2020 Vision. That show that you had, that you came to at, that was like that was a really fucking good show. And then coronavirus hit, and we had so much stuff lined up. We were supposed to actually be at South by Southwest and stuff.
Damn.
But yeah, that all fucked up. But like I said, silver lining, that's another thing. Like when bad shit happens, shout out to my boy Aaron Attar. He taught me this back in high school. When bad things happen, do not panic, because when you're panicking, you're wasting time with finding a solution.
Facts.
Instead of panicking, just look for a solution. And that's what we did. When everything was going, instead of me just sitting there like, fuck, oh, woe is me, blah, 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 I just started thinking, okay, what can I do right now? And that's when we started getting into this. That's when we started getting into like trying to move more towards technology-wise, all that stuff. Yeah. And then just building trying to get our foundation more solid. And because of that, actually, our foundation is way better than what it used to be. And we have a lot, especially this summer. This summer, y'all about to see us on a whole nother level than what y'all seen before. We've been doing decent, but we're about to break out of that level. into a whole nother level in the summer. We have everything. We've been playing chess. Shout out to chess club. I was in chess club in high school. We've been playing chess.
Check me.
Dope.
I'm finna say king me.
That's dope, man. I'm gonna wait for Rojas to come back to talk about what's expected of the future, just individually for all y'all. Because
that boy ran into the door frame. I thought that was funny. No one else saw that shit.
Nah.
Go ahead.
Damn. Nah, so I'm gonna wait for him to get back. I'm gonna wait for him to get back before we close the show. But
I just want you guys to know also, this is our unit. We have this diversity of like, he's the crazy one, and then we have the mastermind, and then the smooth, and then just how we do it.
okay, so who's who?
You
Really?
can tell who that
Who the fuck do you think? I'll play.
Smooth, mastermind, and Rojas.
Where does Khalil fall in there?
Crazy.
Khalil is a lot of the
Yo,
common
no,
sense,
Khalil-
and he is the grounding.
Listen.
Is he y'all's RZA to your Wu-Tang?
No, Khalil is all the above. He's all the above.
He's a jack. He is a jack of all trades, but I feel like he more is the
Combination of all.
grounding.
Yeah.
grounding.
No, real talk though.
I think it was the
Let's
grounding
speak
part.
on Khalil real quick since he's not here. Let's give him
Yeah.
some light real quick, man. What's something y'all can say y'all took away from Khalil since rocking with him?
I want to tell a story.
Or when did y'all meet or whatever? Like, go ahead, my bad.
Yeah, I already told my story when I met Khalil.
Yeah.
That was in like 2016.
I don't remember when I met Khalil. I just remember he introduced me to Khalil. I don't remember exactly when I
Tell
met
the
him.
story.
But I'm gonna tell a story about I remember we told about how Khalil is like a really social person, and I just want to tell a story about that. So
Talk about it, man.
So there was one time we went to Austin. We went to Austin. I think you were there. I think you were. Yeah, it was. Yeah, we were all there. Yeah, because you got fucked up and you threw up.
Nice.
Did you just make that statement that y'all can hold y'all liquor?
I don't recall.
Yeah. You went there.
Fit.
But anyway, yeah. So we went to Austin and everything. I just remember like we were all chilling and everything, and I just remember like Khalil was the only type of person that could literally leave the group of people and just have his own adventure. Like, you know how some people like you think like, oh man, if you can go to the movies by yourself, you're like a confident ass person. Khalil's that person. Khalil is that person that can go to the movies by himself, like, and just be like, yo, I'm just gonna fucking make a time of this shit.
Go to a restaurant by himself.
Yeah, type of shit. Like, yeah. So he's just that social. Like,
I rock
remember,
with that.
I remember one time we was chilling and he just like left from the group and we were like, yo, where is this dude at? And we like went to this other bar, couldn't find him. We like, yo, we gotta find Khalil. We're ready to go back home. We go to the bar next door. This dude is like literally with a group of people, like having like this whole social gathering, like this whole thing, like a crowd of people, like just talking to people. I think he was about to start like freestyling. He was about to like, I think he was freestyling like with some people and just like having a whole good time. Just like, like he's just the type of person that like
He's the man.
he can be by himself and like draw a crowd of people.
He brings himself enjoyment.
Yeah, that's why. Like when he's on stage, if you see he's on stage, he has presence. Like he can move a stage.
Khalil has really good crowd control and just presence control. Period.
Definitely good crowd.
That's definitely something that we always try to exchange and try and pick up something from everybody else. And Khalil definitely brought that to starknova of just presence alone.
Yeah, Khalil,
Definitely presence.
Khalil is the man.
Shout out Khalil.
Khalil is the man.
Khalil ain't here, man.
All pun intended to his recent release. The man.
I was listening the other day.
Real quick, man. I'm curious. We were talking about it before we got here, and this is just a fun topic now. Russell Wilson.
I knew it.
All right, so we're about to start having fun.
We have Sierra's baby daddy in the building.
We have
I get that once a month.
He's trying to get traded.
Somebody's like, yo, you look like Russell Wilson. I'm just like,
do you remember the first time you probably got told that?
yeah, I was in
Wait, hold on. Update me, bro. Who the hell is Russell Wilson in this room right now? James?
Yeah.
Y'all.
I just want everybody to understand. I don't agree with these at all. I'm not saying that I look like Russell Wilson.
No disrespect. Nigga.
No, I'm just saying like people tell me that, but I don't agree with that.
It was like Bruno Mars mixed with like
Anderson Paak.
You guys,
I don't see the Anderson.
y'all just saying names now.
Right, just throwing shit out there.
Hey, yo,
You look like Akon, Miss Squid.
that was shady as fuck. Look at Anderson Paak. Like,
You look more like Eric Benet.
Yeah.
I like that.
That sounds.
It's the hair.
It's the hair, bro. You look like Eric.
Yeah, we've talked about. Like I said, I've gotten so many different people of who I look like. I've gotten Maxwell once. when I had my hair really long.
That's a wrap. That's a wrap, guy. No.
Anyway, no, come on,
ladies. He said he looked like Michael Ealy as well.
Wow. we are not pretty boys.
Been a sex symbol over here. I go with more so Russell Wilson.
Yeah,
most people say I look like Russell Wilson. Okay, I was going to tell the story.
Wait, can you trace back to when you got called Russell?
I don't. The first time I remember, when was the first time the first time I remember getting called Russell? I don't remember the first time I got called Russell Wilson. No, okay, I do remember. Actually, I was
Mark making you deep dive on this bullshit.
Yeah,
this was like, get this over with, man.
No, okay. The first time I got,
you're not him.
The first, I know. The first time was in Cleveland that I got called. I was with some friend. I was with my cousin, and my cousin's friend said it because literally they were watching football in the background, and they was like having a Russell Wilson interview, and then like I was right there next to the screen. He was like, But okay, so funny story though about that. This is another Starbucks story.
Go ahead.
I was working at Starbucks. And I was just like doing my thing, just like
making coffee.
I was making coffee this time. I was in the middle of the lobby taking out trash or whatever. This lady's looking at me like she was an Asian lady. She was like,
"Why you gotta be specific? Why does it matter?" Dog?
No, she's just an Asian lady, and she was like, she came to me and was just like, "Hey, you look like Russell Wilson." And I was just like, yeah.
Like, how you know?
She was like,
I don't believe you.
I was like, no, I swear to God, this whole story is 100% true. She came to me and I was just doing the trash, and she was just like, yo, you look like Russell. She was like, oh, you look like Russell Wilson, blah, blah, blah. And I was just like, oh, yeah, I get that all the time, but I get that all the time. And she was like, can I take a picture of you to send to my family back in, and this is how I know she was Asian, because she's like, back in my family up in Asia, because I wanted to tell them that I met Russell Wilson. And
ever seen Russell?
I'm in a fucking Starbucks apron. I don't think they'll believe that, but okay. And I was just like, fuck it. So she took a picture with me and was just like, hey, and like she did like the peace sign. I was just like, and like did the whole thing in the picture or whatever, and like literally in the middle of the lobby, and like she showed me the text and she sent it to like her family and was just like, I met Russell Wilson and all this stuff, and I was just like, that's fucking wild.
Her family was like, isn't that the guy that used to be married to Halle Berry? I'm like, no. This is Russell Wilson. This is Russell. No, because Eric Benet was there.
The other light skin guy.
Wow.
Shout out Eric Benet.
But shout out that lady for getting a phony picture.
Do you have that picture?
I don't.
You don't have that picture? Oh, fucking.
I wish I had. I should have got her. I should have had her send me that picture. I've gotten so many pictures. Starbucks has so many fucking pictures. Stop. No. Fuck. No, I'm a Browns fan. I don't fuck with the 49ers anymore.
Oh, so he doesn't watch any winning football. Anyone else?
Hey, we winning right now, okay?
Hey, first time in 16 years, guys. Back up.
Hey, but we here now, though.
16 years.
We here now. That's what matters.
First time in my lifetime.
The present is what's mattering right now. We here now.
They are balling.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie though. I wanted his fucking, what was it? The quarterback, fucked up dude, was from Texas. Fucked up. You know his name. Menzel. I wanted his jersey. I wanted Johnny Menzel's
vintage.
I wanted that fucking jersey.
He took too many of your Starknova shots.
Shout out, Johnny
that boy was on the Starknova shot.
That boy didn't know how to party, man.
Shout out, Johnny.
There's some football league called the Fan Controlled Football League. I still don't get the gimmick, but it's about like, I think it's 5-on-5. And he's one of the quarterbacks, and Josh Gordon's one of the receivers. Yeah. There's only like 6 or 7 teams.
No, yeah, it's like a.
I heard he turned down.
The team is like the team are like zaps, like it's like something zaps.
No, yeah, they let the fans name the teams, and one of them is called the Glacier Boys. That's my team right there. Yeah, Glacier Boys all day.
Yeah,
bro. He should have went to the what was the XFL?
Yeah,
he should have went to that. I heard he turned that down. I think he should have did that shit
because he was trying to get straight back into the league.
They had that one football league where Vince McMahon actually was like
the XFL.
That was the XFL.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. He should have went with. It wasn't like the Rock bought like a part of that, right?
No, he bought it after it went out of business again.
And then he tried to like bring it back, but then
no, he hasn't brought it back yet. He bought it once it came back and failed. He came back and bought it, so it hasn't come back yet since he's bought it.
Oh, so it's gonna be popping.
Oh, okay.
Because I thought it was right before the coronavirus hit.
Yeah. Vince was still running it then.
Okay.
And then it failed. And
it ain't back yet.
The Rock bought it for
The Rock. He should bring it back because it was picking up speed before the coronavirus hit.
Shit, Houston was undefeated.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like
that was going on.
And then a couple of players went to the league off of that shit.
Yeah,
that shit was actually really entertaining during the pandemic.
Yeah, right before it was only playing for.
It would have survived if
the quarterback for the Houston Roughnecks, and he actually went to go to.
Yeah, that's the one that got.
Old boy went to Carolina, right?
Houston Roughnecks, and
yeah. I forget his name, but yeah.
And then there's one that just won the Super Bowl.
PJ Tucker.
No, it wasn't PJ Tucker.
I forgot the receiver's name. It was one of the
Mark,
receivers.
wrap this up.
Yo.
I don't know what it's. But see, this the diversity of this podcast.
Hey, before I wrap this up, before I wrap this up, yo, did y'all, speaking of sports, did y'all see those women in like lingerie playing basketball?
No, I know the lingerie football.
No, I've only heard lingerie football. I never heard lingerie basketball.
What league is that? Carlos, you might know.
I've seen the clip you're talking about. Yeah, it's probably just a lingerie basketball league.
Yeah.
I've only heard lingerie football.
I've only heard of lingerie football as well.
I'm clearly on the wrong side of Twitter.
Yeah. No, but I've seen what you're talking about. I just don't know what it's called. I have to assume it's just lingerie basketball.
Is lingerie football still doing it? Because I thought they were picking up too.
Yeah, I mean they were, but I haven't seen it. I
just like because like when you first start looking at it, because it's like it's lingerie football, but then like after a while you're like they suck.
Yo,
some of them motherfuckers was hitting though, man.
They were hitting, but they couldn't catch. Like they would be throwing the ball like.
Bro, but we ain't watching.
James, I'm not watching them to score.
After a while, you do be watching. I feel like
look at that center.
I don't know. After 20 minutes, I was just like watching them. Like you could have threw the ball better.
This man James would have been a good coach.
You would there like what the fuck?
You would think
what the fuck are you doing?
You would think with less pads they would have more mobility.
Exactly. Like bro, you could have juked her easily. You just you got hit. Like, I know this is for the lingerie, but like come on, try and score. Like
man, James would have been intense.
I've been out there yelling.
James and the nigga in the room taking the shit all serious.
Everybody's like, bro, this is just a game. It's just lingerie football.
The most winningest coach in lingerie football history.
We could go to fucking Pro Bowl.
I'll be that assistant coach, like
fucking
Coach James.
I'm trying to get you bitches to the pro.
I'm not worried about nothing.
I'm trying to get us some money. I'm trying to make us pay.
But coach, do you see her titty?
I don't get terrible.
Once Spike became Paramount, they were like, all right, no more lingerie football. I'm sure they still play it, but it's not on TV.
Trying out there.
But here's the thing. James would be a great coach because he is a faithful man, so he's looking at the game of this shit. He's not looking at the women.
I'm watching like, bro.
Exactly.
Pass the fucking ball.
Okay, wrap it up.
That's
It was
right.
That's what I'm saying. Like, bro, y'all not trying.
It's beautiful, man.
Hey, man.
Like, after 15 minutes, you're just like, bro, throw a goddamn ball. Like, what are you trying to do?
Exactly. It's all about the game at the end of the day. Yo, I appreciate y'all being with me, man. I appreciate y'all hanging out with the Overthinkers podcast.
Definitely.
Real quick, Rojas, you have anything in the future we should look forward to?
Yo,
and where can they find you?
Yo, you can follow me on at UGK Mike Instagram, and then
you said UGK Mike?
Yeah, UGK Mike on Instagram,
and that's Mike Mike.
UGK Mike Underground King Mike on Instagram, my main one, and then
starknova website. You can find his music on there.
Yo, the link is already in my bio.
www.starknova.net.
You heard it from my mans themselves first, and this 2021 Dope Ninja coming out soon.
And that's the project.
Yeah, that's the name of that project.
Yeah,
let's get it. Key, what we looking forward to in the future, and where can they find you?
Man, y'all, you can find. I just got back in tune with social media and all that garbage and shit like that. Man.
Yeah,
getting out the hiatus. But you can find me on Twitter, man. I just made my shit, so just follow it up, man. It's at key to win _. So it's KEY 2_WIN on Twitter. I ain't got no Instagram yet, man, but follow me on fucking Snapchat. It's everything key _O. And man, I just look forward to this single, man. Look forward to the single this weekend. Pursuit of Happiness coming this weekend, and the video to follow up, bro.
Video gonna be on the next episode of. It's not the video not gonna come out this weekend. It's gonna come out in March though. The song is dropping this weekend. Video is gonna be on the next episode of Starknova TV, the official first episode. But that's what's gonna be like later this month. But you won't catch it on there.
Let's get it, man. And Kid Nova, man. James Kid Nova. I've been calling you both, by the way. So when I say James, it's Kid Nova. When I say Kid Nova, it's James. What we got? I know we got the shows lined up and all that. But what's one thing that you wanna let's invite the people. Let's invite the vendors and the artists and all that, and where they can find you, and you know what I'm saying, and what we got going on.
If you're a vendor and you're trying to get a spot, and I don't charge much for vendors, like I'm like I said, like we were talking about at the beginning, like I'm from vending, like I come from that, like I'm not gonna try to rip nobody off. That's not what I do. But we got some shows coming up. If you ever, even if we don't hear us promoting something, just hit me up like, hey, I'm a vendor and I'm looking for the next show, because we will always be looking for something. Look up on starknova Instagram. That's just what it is, starknova. You can look up on Instagram, Facebook. Starknova. It's pretty much Instagram and Facebook is the main things that we're on right now. But it's just starknova, and then the website www.starknova.net. The best thing to try to get in contact with me would be Instagram. Just go ahead and send me a message. I'm on it all day if you're trying to get like a vending spot or something like that. We have event, and I actually was just on my phone. We just got confirmed, like super confirmed, with Boombox Taco for April 3rd.
Nice.
So if you're trying to do something then, and Boombox Taco is pretty big. We got a whole big ass area. They were literally just on the news during the whole freeze because they were out there giving out tacos to giving out food and stuff for free for people. They be out there. They in the neighborhood. We out there. That's how we with them, because we match their vibe.
Nice.
And we gonna be out there just trying to do something good, trying to keep it going. So if you want to be a part of that, that's gonna be April 3rd. Hit us up. We also are gonna do a 420 event. It's gonna be a 420 event, but it's gonna be on April 17th, because 420 falls on like a Tuesday or Wednesday, I think. So we're gonna have April 17th, so it's a Saturday, so we can like really make the most of it. But we're gonna have a big ass thing there: live music, food, the whole shebang. Like I said, when we try to have an event, we don't just try to have an event. We try to make a moment with it. We try to have pull all the senses of art, bring it all into one thing to create a moment for you. So if you want to be a part of that moment, whether it be for the April 3rd, whether it be for the April 20th, or if you can't even get into something that soon, we're going to be trying to have something even more. We just didn't want to really talk about it. We have a lot of stuff planned for the rest of the summer, really. We just didn't really
follow the man.
Yeah, we just didn't want to talk about everything.
Just follow the man.
So and that's word to all vendors. No matter what you do,
it does not matter
what goods you sell, as long as you're just a good, dope person. Unless you're racist, then in that case, fuck you.
I just want to say one last thing, man. You can also follow me or subscribe, man, on YouTube. Go on YouTube, search Key to Win, man. My last project is on there. SoundCloud as well. Key to Win. My last project, Stella Nova, is out there, man. I worked hella hard.
Stella Nova, find it there, and you can find it on the website. There's multiple places you can find Stella Nova. And then J. Ross's next project, and then with Khalil, when his project drops, you're going to find
Khalil Jamal.
Look up that too. Also follow that, please. Khalil Jamal.
He has a recent single he dropped called "The Man." Y'all go check that out.
God, that's just my shit. I got that download on my phone. I'll be blasting that shit further. But yeah,
feeling like the man. Yeah, feeling like the man. Hey, shout out to my name Khalil.
But we got a lot of stuff. Like I said, just follow us. Any vendors, even if you're just like an artist or anybody, like I said, we trying to work with as many people as you can. If you're just somebody that's you just trying to get out there, got a little bit of hype, you want to get your first show. I can't tell you how many people that tell me like, "Oh, bro, you were my first show. You actually gave me a chance to help me get out there." Like that's what we're about. Like,
yeah,
so
man,
please shout us out.
It's about the love and the culture, man. Gentlemen, I appreciate y'all hanging out with us. It's been a great episode. Hey, it's been fun.
We appreciate you too,
shout
Mark,
out.
man. And shout out to my nigga
Overthinkers podcast featuring Starknova.
I just want to say, man, thank you, man. You are a talented artist as well, bro.
Oh, thank you,
Mark the Protege. Look up, shout out Mark the Protege for one. Go look him up. Go look at his music. We got his music on our website. Go through there. Go check out his music videos, bro.
Thank you.
Bro, shout out Mark the Protege.
Thank you, man. The beauty of doing this and being able to do this with fellow artists is that every time that we get to a certain point in the show where like I get love or whatever, and it kind of inspires me and motivates me to go home and just go do my thing. You know what I'm saying? So I love how
you motivated me, bro. When you did that competition thing on Facebook, that shit was dope, man.
Appreciate
that
it.
Shit was super dope. I was tuned into that.
Slaughtered that shit, my nigga. Come on.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that.
I honestly knew you was gonna win that from the beginning.
Oh, appreciate it.
I saw that come from.
It's good work though.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Nothing but great vibes, motivation, inspiration. This is for H-Town, the culture. Hey, yo, man, this has been a great episode. Stark Nova's been in the building. Kid Nova.
Stark Nova.
J. Rojas. Key to Win. DJ Mo CD, Mark the Protege, and the best sound man in the game. My boy Carlos has been in the cut as usual. Thank y'all very much. And if you're watching this, thank you, because you are one of the greatest people in the world for giving a fuck
Make
to
sure
watch
y'all
us.
share it and follow.
Yeah.
Please follow Stark Nova on Instagram.
On everything.
And this has been a great episode. This is the Overthinkers podcast, hashtag the OT, where we got to ask ourselves, did we think too much about it or not enough about it, man? It's been a great time. Thank you very much.
Peace.
We out. Let's get it.
Out.
Yeah.
Peace.